I was like, what happened?
Hey, yo, we back. This we call part 2, I guess.
Part 2.
Saturday night discussion. They trying to get me out my money. I paid for this damn subscription. I'm supposed to have unlimited hours. It cut me off at 40 minutes. So I can't even remember where we was when we left off. Our key probably was ranting about something.
No, I was ranting about how good brothers like yourself, Dozier, and myself can come together, and other brothers that have been outcast out of their lodge or what have you, masonry, can come together and form I'm gonna say a better lodge, probably a better lodge than any other lodge that's been created thus far. Because you're gonna have a group of brothers that's been through hell and high water, seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, inside the lodge and outside the lodge. Now that they gotten experienced that and getting that quote unquote out of the way, but still have a interest in the masonry somewhat, so to speak, as long as they can fellowship with other good brothers that have good intentions and always have had good intentions and always will have good intentions, can come together and create a beautiful lodge. And I think that's something that, you said that you're not sure that you, Rayshawn, that you will probably join, but I said I beg you different. I think it's something that you would be interested in, but you said you may get pushed to the forefront. I say take it as a compliment. But you said with that comes a lot of responsibility, and I agree with you 1,000,000%. But I think with that, when one is pushed to the forefront, they also must have a great team behind them. That's and those brothers should not possess a jealousy or have a lust for wanting to be in the forefront, such as whoever that person may be.
I thought I had a good thing behind me until they all motherfucking when
life comes at you fast.
When it was time for the takeover, they dipped set. So hey, I was like, you know what? Whatever, man.
but that's but times like that, that's when you really see who has loyalty and who doesn't, because you can have 1,000,000 people behind you, but you can't go into any situation expecting all 1,000,000 of those people to still be there with you. If so, great, but you can't go into there not expecting all 1,000,000 of those people to still be there with you when it's all said and done.
Yeah, but you expect more than one.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. You take care of the front, I take care of the back. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, okay, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But I still think that's something that can still happen. It would be great if that happened, and it's something that just have to be initiated by someone.
Yeah.
It just have to be initiated. But I think that's something that can really, really happen. And if so, it would be great.
Hey, let me say that. Hey, did y'all know that Trump? Hey, remember when Jesse Jackson ran for president?
Yeah.
Donald Trump is one who bankrolled his candidacy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Trump was trying to slide in. He was trying to slide in all kind of ways in the longest. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Man, we so led by the media, man. Whatever the media tell us or don't tell us is what we go with.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, I wonder what's Jesse Jackson thought on Trump being the president now. I wonder what his thought is now.
I ain't hear him say he was gonna cut his nuts off.
Yeah.
That's what he told. That's what he said about Obama. Eh?
Oh yeah. When he thought the mic was off,
Yeah.
called him a nigga and everything.
Cut that nigga nuts off.
So I'm not a big fan of Jesse Jackson. So
Well, you used to be.
no. Who?
Man, you came to high school Halloween dressed like Jesse Jackson. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Oh please.
I seen you. I seen you.
Explaining to do.
I seen him though.
You got some explaining to do.
No, you know what though? He ain't come dressed like Jesse Jackson. He came dressed like Michelle Obama though.
Oh please.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember? I got the pictures, man. Don't make me go get the pictures, man.
Go get the pictures.
And I'm gonna tell you who you in the picture with.
Who?
Arthur
Michelle.
Brooks. Arthur Brooks. Y'all dressed like girls. Y'all, hold on. I'm lying. Hold on. I gotta go get the receipts, B. It's in the yearbook, B. It's in the yearbooks, right? 1990. It's in the yearbooks, so you might want to go and join the shrine, man. You already just show them pictures, man. You should. They should give you your fans, man.
I'm not
honorary.
So how do y'all? See, I guess every subject we have gonna come back to the Lord somehow. I don't know, but I'm just asking y'all, with all this Dwayne Wade and his son, and all of this feminization of the black male, and all this down low, and it's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? How do you feel about the Shriners having part of their, well, not all of them, this public display of effemininity and their process to becoming a Shriner?
You know, I ain't with it.
I'm not with it. Oh.
I think it's other ways for them to try to show, I guess, the docile or the, you know what I mean? I don't even know what you would even call that. The other side of a man. But yeah, I think there's other ways they can go about it. In fact, now that I think when you start talking about initiations, I start thinking about mine. I'm like, yeah, nah. Some people got treated with some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Now I'm glad I ain't have to go through some of that stuff. I was probably way more physical than 99.9% of other people's. But
What you mean by physical? What happened?
What happened, you know, mine was more physical. It's the best way I can explain it. It was more physical.
So you saying these guys like beat you or put their? I'm confused. What do you mean by physical? Like a push-ups and lifting weights?
What's up?
Were you guys like lifting weights and doing push-ups or running? What do you mean physical?
I mean, that's part of physicality. I mean, there was some strength, some mental strength in there, physical strength, tested your restraint ability. That's probably my biggest one, restraint.
You know, the Doge, he pops off.
You know what I mean? A lot of other people had to go through some stuff that was more, and then I started watching how they try to carry those type of traditions down the pipe, and I wasn't with it. There wasn't nobody out of Benjamin getting that treatment anyways. The mother cats, like, yo, if y'all wanna you know, do that gay stuff to your to the mother cats like that, you're not coming this way to Benjamin with that.
Oh, whoa. Gay stuff. What do you mean?
Gay stuff.
Fuck it. I don't.
You don't know gay stuff?
I mean, I know for gay, but what do you mean? You gotta explain that.
I think it's clear. Like gay stuff. I think that's
not clear. That leaves an impression of. So what? Was there what intercourse going on here? Was there fellatio going. I mean, what I know what you mean by gay stuff. Where you can't just leave that out there like that. You gotta explain
you can leave that out there.
You can't.
I can. It's part of.
You can't leave that out there like that. If you say gay stuff, then you need to explain what type of stuff you mean by gay stuff. Gay stuff can be you telling somebody to wear a pink wife beater to the lodge. I mean, that can be gay stuff. I mean, what do you mean? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Right. I don't know if that is. I don't know at what point in time pink constitutes gay stuff, but no, pink ain't.
Oh, that's right. You from Akron. Y'all. We're real men. Wear pink in Akron. Honestly. Go ahead.
Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with it. That's your preference. If that's your preference.
No, I'm saying that when you say it's considered gay stuff, people can consider all kind of stuff gay. Was my point.
Right.
So I want to know I want to know with me if you make an accusation like that. I want to know exactly what you talking about. I want to be enlightened on what you talking about.
Or you want to be enlightened on like gay stuff?
I mean, no.
Like,
that ain't what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying,
I don't know.
The way you said what you said, it made it seem like, I mean, that can be interpreted all kind of ways. I'm just saying.
It could be. It could be interpreted in all kind of ways. So, as a man, and you a man, if you feel like certain stuff is gay, that I think that's personal. Some people might not think it's gay. Like the route that you was going, some people might think it's some way gay stuff. Other people might not think that's gay, like a pink beater, paint of toenails, the D-Wade, you know what I mean? D-Wade and what's that boy name? Charlemagne the guy, like they wife to put they, you know what I mean, thumbs up their butt. So that might, and they married. So is that
hold on. Charlemagne did what?
Charlemagne, D-Wade, Puff Daddy, all your favorites. Like they like to get what they call pegged. Like they like stuff in their butt by their wives.
I mean, everybody you named is gay though. So that's what they do. But I'm talking about people that's. I mean, would you put on the dress and then go home to your wife and kids? I can use with that shit. That don't sit right with me. I'm sorry.
Right? No, you're not. No,
not doing that.
So in order, so do it. I'm not a shrine. So do a shrine, or does a shrine initiation involve a brother to do something that can be considered to be feminine and or gay?
Yeah.
There ain't no shrine there either. So
I can't, I can't really elaborate in great detail because I'm not a shrine. So, but and that's one of the reasons why I've always reneged on it. I'm not gonna say hesitate. I reneged on it because I don't feel like I'm gonna do something like that. That I don't want it that bad. And because I never could grasp, my mind could never grasp what does that has to do with me being a shrine. I'm not a shrine, but me wanting to be a shrine, becoming a shrine.
Okay, so instead of not joining the shrine, why you just didn't make that argument and then stand on your square behind your argument?
What you mean? Elaborate.
Elaborate. I'm a Shriner. I didn't put on the fucking dress.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying
is, if
I'm not saying
instead of not doing it, you should have stated your argument. And if ain't nobody come with a better argument than yours, and ain't nobody showed me nowhere in the book, and nobody's book that said this is part of a ritual, this is a part of initiation, and then we not even gonna play them guys.
Right. Okay. And I agree with you on that. I support you. I agree with you on that 100%. But my primary reason for not doing it was because who was the present potentate at the time, and the way that he approached me to ask me that would I be interested in becoming a Shrine or not. And the way he approached me on about some money.
You pinch your nipple?
Hell no. Ain't no man gonna ever pinch my nipple. Shit. That's gonna be the day we gonna get into it and one of us gonna die. Either him or me. Ain't no man gonna ever pinch my nipple. What the fuck?
Who was the Ponte?
But anyway,
who was the Ponte?
What's his face? The police dude. I can't think of his name right now.
Chuck.
Who?
Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah, Chuck.
Oh yeah, he pinched your nipple.
Chuck, hell no. He ain't pinched shit on me. He ain't pinched, ain't no man pinched nothing on me. Hell no. But he approached me talking about, yeah, we could do it, go up the whole shebang and come back with some bottles and this, that, and the third. I'm looking at him like, dude, nah, I'm good. And I had the cash money in my pocket when he was talking to me. Like, nah, I'm straight. I'm straight because the way that he conducted himself, it wasn't what I knew a Shriner to be. And the greatest example of that I have of that was my father, who was a Shriner. And my father never conducted himself, at least not in my presence, the way that Chuck conducted himself.
All right. Well, I don't want to. That's allegedly. I don't. That's.
What's allegedly?
I mean, the views of the content on this channel is not the views of Dog Star Entertainment. It is the views of whoever the fuck said it. That's just my disclaimer. Continue, brother.
Because brother,
that's all I got to say about it.
I'm just saying.
Plus, we want some money up out of me and buy some bottles and stuff like that. Nah.
Brother, masonry is not cheap.
I know it's not cheap.
They tell you that coming in, man.
I know.
Tell you that. They say, look, man, if you ain't got money to throw away, don't even come over here.
I was told that it costs money to be a Mason, and it's never been a time when it was something that I had to for my part in that I was unable to do so. Never ever been a time. There's been times where I would use the word sponsored other brothers, not a brother, but other brothers. So far as the money part, that's never been a problem with me. But when I know you approaching me on some shenanigans, I'm not fucking with you. Whether you're a Mason or not, I'm not fucking with you.
But brother, we know recess is part of masonry, bro.
Look here. If you can't afford your own habits, you need to cut it out. I have never gone to Brother Dozier. I have never gone to Brother Davis and say, yo, go buy me a bottle. I've never, ever did that. I never approached any brother to say, buy me a bottle. I never approached any brother to say, buy me a cigar. Those my own vices. I've always been able to support my own habits. Always. And if I can't, then I'm going to leave it alone.
Well, they'll tell you, man, if you ain't got it, then your brother do.
Look here. My vices are my vices. Because I know some brothers, if you approach them for anything, they'll take it and throw it in your face. And I'm not on that. Don't help me and then turn around and slap me in the back of my head. Nah, stab me in my back. Nope. I'm not going to put myself in that position.
Well,
and if I do come to you and ask you for something as a brother, I'm going to make it my business to give it right back to you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been stabbed in the back, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, I don't hold no grudges over it, you know what I'm saying? I just said it was part of the process, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was part of the process.
It was part of the process, but if my intuition tell me that guy, that's a brother Mason, is approaching me on some bullshit, not to fuck with him, in regards to which he's approaching me on, then I'm not gonna fuck with him.
Okay, I guess I think about it like this, right? Like I never let who is already in the organization stop me from joining the organization. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that unless that organization is just local, then yeah, it would deter me. But I know the things that I join are not, they're international. You see what I'm saying? So I don't let where I might come in at deter me from coming in, because where you come in at 9 out of 10, you might not even end at. You never know where life gonna take you. Like you was in Cleveland 3 years ago, bro. Now you in fucking Outback, Georgia. I mean, you see what I'm saying? So when I join an organization, it ain't just for that moment or to be around the brothers that's currently in wherever I'm coming in. No, it's for the total experience from wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? I got at least something. I got a ticket in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you know what I'm saying, whether it get me in or not, I have it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's I look at it more than that. I don't let a selfish person. That's the case, I wouldn't be in no organization.
Yeah, and I agree with, I can agree with what you're saying. I understand your perspective on it, but
when I walked in the E.N.T interview, I'd have walked right out. Like, get the hell out of here. These clowns.
But with me at that particular time, I really had a lot going on, just coming from Mount Sinai and then coming into E.N.T. I was still trying to pretty much find my bearings at that particular time. So my thought process was on something else completely different from what you just stated. So, and my intuition said, don't fool with that, bro. So I'm not gonna fool with it. My intuition has never failed me, never, ever, ever failed me. Whether I followed what my intuition said or not, it still has never failed me. Sometimes I went against my intuition and I fucked up and things just didn't work out, but my intuition never failed me. And that particular time it said, don't do it. So I didn't do it. And, maybe sometime in the future that opportunity will present itself again. And when it does, or if it does, if I feel I'm ready at that time, then it may be something I may pursue.
Well, I know why Brother Dozier didn't join, because that day, I don't know if he was trying to beat guys up, and you can't. You went to the potentate ball, man, and tried to rate the potentate ball. So I understand why they.
Nah, they offered me the shrine. This is right when I became a worshipful master. So as soon as I became worshipful, that was like, we had a grand meeting. In fact, I think they called, that might have been when Caddy and all them went up. Nevertheless, afterwards, Ray Shine pulled me to the side like, yo, they handing out hey, you supposed to go get those. It didn't dawn on me at the time, now that I'm starting to hear this conversation, where it made sense for me to have grabbed them while they was handing them out. But for me, it was that group wasn't exclusive no more, you know what I mean? Like for me, each degree I went up, I became because of the way my brothers brought me in, I became the, the staple. I was the measuring stick. So for me to skip through a whole house just to hop up there and grab the shrine while they're giving it, that put me in the same position they in, not knowing nothing that comes with that symbol and those degrees.
Well, but that's just looking at it that way, because if it was PHA, you can do the shrine as a master mason. You don't have to have it.
Understood, but that wasn't our process. And so I ain't want to jump through that.
A lot of that shit wasn't no damn process.
Hey, I didn't know no better. I was a no-notter.
See, what always got me was, right, this push for money every year, right, to pay taxes on all these charters. You're paying a blue house tax, you're paying a red house tax, a black house tax, you're paying a shrine tax, you're paying a consistory tax, and you really don't have none of these houses really fucking up and running but the blue house and the shrine. So I don't understand the point of holding all those charters myself when you got another lodge in your city in the same jurisdiction and the same. Y'all supposed to come together. That burden shouldn't be shared by one. You know, we both don't have to have a charter. Everybody don't have to have one. You know what I'm saying? So you recycling the same 13 guys through every house. I mean, that's exhausting for a brother that got to go to a blue house meeting. They got to go to a red house meeting. They got to go to a black house meeting. They got to go to Sis meeting. They got to go to Shrine meeting. And if you're on the committee, exactly, or you're the secretary, or you're the head of the house, that's more work. So it's like, dude, like who you expected? Come on, man, be for real. You know what I'm saying? So you just giving away money to say you got something. That's why when they were talking about Enoch going to Detroit, I'm like, that's a great idea. Like when people came up with that idea, the idea was to start doing this shit in clusters, just to save brothers, because the population, the membership had, you know what I'm saying, had reduced. Crack cocaine, that era killed the membership. So and the membership decreased so much, it was hard for these temples to stay afloat and the lodges stay afloat with all these houses. So they said, okay, then let's go to who's closer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got Detroit, you got Toledo, you got Cleveland, you got Akron, you got, you know what I'm saying, Youngstown. You got these. We all can come together and do these degrees together. You know what I'm saying? And Detroit was just picked to be the place to go because they had the biggest lodge at the time and they had the biggest membership. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you go there, you get your degree work, and you go home. You don't have to worry about keeping up with this chart and that chart. And then if you ever get 15 members in your red house that's just committed to your red house, then you go get for your charter. Well, other than that, what do you need the charter for? You don't even know how to do the initiation. You got the charter, but you going somewhere else to get the initiation. What you got a charter for?
And some of them don't even know the password.
All of them don't. Shit, we had a grandmaster go down there to a nice temple initiation and couldn't get in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ain't had no problem walking away from it, dude. Like, dude, it's like some battles you can't win, or some battles it ain't worth fighting no more.
Yeah, yeah.
You just let it go, man. Like, man, do what y'all do, man. I know what I built.
Right. They already know what time it was when I became worshipful.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, went from meeting with 5 cats. Ray Sean, Dixon, Mosby, and me. That was it. 4. Built that thing. Benjamin was the biggest thing rocking. Boy, and then Benjamin, we put out 2 other lodges out of Benjamin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, hey, man, and that's what I was about, man. I was about building and teaching, man.
But that's what you're supposed to do as especially as a worshipful master. You're supposed to build, let alone just being a master mason. You're supposed to build. And if you being a mason, especially a master mason, because you can still build as being an inner apprentice mason, because you are a brother. But as a master mason, if you can't have a conversation with another brother or a group of brothers saying that you actually did this, that, and the third inside of the craft, at minimum, then you're just wasting your time, and you're wasting the time of those other brothers. You're wasting the time of their lives because you're not building. You are a builder.
Dude, and see, I came in as a rookie, right? I came in as a rookie. I implemented the current voting process that's used in the lodge right now. They did not have a voting process, dude. They was in there raising their hands and shit. And I'm like, hold up, man. Who is these people? Who is these people?
Raising their hands?
Yeah. I remember you telling me that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who is these people? Who are they? So I implemented the shit to vote. I put together the bylaws and constitution. When I came, there was not a physical bylaw and constitution that you could put your hand on.
I remember you telling me that.
3 of us was commissioned to put it together. The other 2 didn't want to work with me, so I put it together by my damn self. You know what
I
I'm saying?
remember.
So I created 3 other lodges over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just about building and teaching, man. You know what I'm saying? Created Dog Star Entertainment. We created the $5 hollers we had jumping. You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
Right there, utilizing the Queen S of the building that we had. You know, the resources that we had. Not trying to go out and, if you throw a party and you make $800, but you didn't spend $1,200, you didn't make $800.
You in the negative.
Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So we implemented, a lot of stuff we're bringing in the lectures, doing the think tank, community think tanks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had to, Benjamin had the holiday giveaway, where we would get 5 families from in the central neighborhood through Friendly Inn, where I was working at, during Christmas, and we would pick 5 families, get their wish list, and we would bring them gifts. You know what I'm saying? But when I left the lodge, that program stopped. They stopped doing it. But that was a successful program. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was picking people who at least had 5 kids. And we would show up at their door with a car or a van full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so we did the Halloween over at the police station across the street from the lodge every Halloween. We was over there with the cops, forming that relationship with them and networking with the people in the community, handing out candy. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that we was putting in there. Like, we had the T-shirts for dogs. I mean, we had a following, dude. People couldn't handle it. It was too much jealousy. It was too much this and that. Oh, they doing this and that. I mean, quit saying they and get on the board.
Right.
All right, because when I came in, there was a whole bunch of talk about, oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. Oh, that's a good idea.
The comedy shows.
Comedy show. You know what I mean? Shoot. In fact, the scholarship ball that we got now, named after us.
The scholarship ball. You know what I'm saying? The scholarship ball, that was me. You know what I'm saying? And us, my team. That we made it sure it come to fruition. We weren't just talking like the former grandmaster. Just talk. And I wasn't even grandmaster when we put that shit together.
So
yeah,
man, that's what it was about for me. It was like, all right, what's being added to the craft?
We was active. That's why we went to Chicago, Detroit. Nigga, I'm good, man. I'm not, man. Who want to have a conversation, dude? About what? What's happening? What about what? What's happening?
My life traveled to Chicago. Ain't paid for no room. Didn't pay for nothing to get there. You know what I mean? So I changed the whole culture, the whole concept of what your money going to. My money, the stuff that was generated from the different fundraisers we had, and the money that was in the account prior to, all that stuff. Like, this is what the money's working for.
None of us paid lodge dues. We didn't pay lodge dues, and when
right.
We didn't pay lodge dues. We didn't pay lodge taxes. We worked for lodge dues and lodge taxes. We would go throw 2 parties and lodge meeting with $1,300 cash. We're like, here we go. That's everybody's shit. For real, that's everybody.
And that's why they got jealous. Like, how y'all can come with all that money at one time?
Hey, but we went out and we worked for it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said you can pay out your pocket. A night where you having some fun, you networking. You know what I'm saying? You doing something. You know what I'm saying? You active, and then your bill is paid. What's wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. So with that being said, do you think that more attention should have been given to the interview process of one seeking to join the order, join the craft?
I got to find out how to get on my account because we only got like 5 minutes left. So I want to say them to close out, or I can bring part 3, or we can close out and let me. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, let's wrap it up on this masonry interview process.
All right, well, we got 4 minutes left.
So you said what should they have focused on in the interview process?
Yeah, do you think more attention should have been given during the interview process of a brother wanting to join the craft?
Nah, not from Benjamin. I'm gonna just speak for Benjamin, and the reason why is because we only brought in I ain't gonna say only, because it was some duds that came through the crash, but we was tight knit for the most part. So when that knife got stuck in my ribs on both sides, it was a little different. You know what I mean? That one hurt a little different, because I'm like, them was my dogs. Those is, you know what I mean? I raised both of them. You did?
Right.
So that hurt a little different, because what we had coming down the pipe was I was going down to Akron. Hey, hold on, let me finish this point before you hop in there.
The brother that stabbed you in the ribs from both sides had a conversation with me one day. He was like, the only thing I regret in my time in Masonry is those, not telling those.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, he told me the only thing he regretted in Masonry was not telling you what was going on. So
Who's that?
Whoever stabbed you in the ribs. I ain't gonna say nobody's name.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But he had that conversation with me. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I really regret that shit. I just wanted to make that disclaimer, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was no hard feelings, because it was a hostile takeover, but my team that I thought was my team, it split. And so that division that was within my team, I was so focused on bringing a whole Dog Star and another lodge to Akron, bringing my cousin on, because we had just raised my cousin Dave. We was about to we was about to do exactly what we set out to do. We was about to have that lodge down in Akron rocking. I was going to branch out down there to Canton and continue on down to Youngstown. But, no, I don't think there was nothing to change in our process. I think we was tight. I just think that riff.
He had a virus.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say a virus.
We had a corona.
They had bigger eyes.
We had coronas running around.
And now that I think of it, now that I think about it, I think that's what happened to a lot of good brothers that were like ourselves. They were doing good things, building, and then a virus somehow got into the lodge.
Hey,
and I can honestly say that for myself.
But now that they got rid of the virus, one of the viruses, they would love to have some brothers back.
Yeah.
Because they don't. Because you realize when you realize that you really don't have the intellectual capacity that you think you have. Some people have certain skills and some people don't. Some people have organizational skills. Some people have fundraising skills. Some people have, now you had a bunch of people that don't have none of those skills. There's nothing, you're not producing anything. You're not producing nothing. Like there's nothing growing. You know what I'm saying?
And they realize how much that groundwork, like, yo, the bank account, the Dog Star, the $5 hollers that turned into comedy shows, that turned into bowling parties. You know what I mean? And then they burnt that relationship at Cedar Point. I had to connect into Cedar Point, do the fundraisers.
Nigga,
they none of that.
We had a Grand Lodge secretary treasurer that was keeping the money at his house in an envelope. Dude, I stood up, man. I say, look, man, I'm not paying no tax, no dues, or nobody until I see a bank account. I'm not. These guys was in here giving their money to dude. He was putting it in the damn envelope, taking it home. I'm like, hold up. I said, what bank we bank at?
Damn bottles.
We don't have a bank account. So you ain't got no bylaws. You ain't got no bank. How the fuck are you a Grand Lodge? Who the fuck is running this shit? Like, who the fuck? Where the fuck y'all come?
Sit down and shut up.
Say it again.
Oh boy, the good old days.
No problem. Quit talking. Quit talking. Just shut the fuck up. Quit talking.